Hi, I'm Kathryn Woodard, and I'd like to introduce a piano piece that I wrote recently called As Dusk Falls. The reason I wrote this particular piece was to introduce students to a different type of notation. Some people refer to it as aleatoric, where there aren't specific note heads on the page telling you which key to play at any given time, but you're given some freedom as to what you do, although there are some guidelines. Let me explain. So the piece starts with a phrase that's sort of like things are calming down, the sun is setting, but there's still activity going on, right? Some of the nocturnal animals that are coming out, some birds are more active around dusk than they are at other times. And that's when a certain pattern starts. So I set up this pattern, this harmony that's basically moving, but then I take away the note heads, implying that you can keep it going, but you don't absolutely have to play your fingers in any given order that I set down on the page. What is notated is a melody line, something like this. So the top notes that you're going to hear come out above that are notated. And the changes to the harmony are indicated right about now. You might think of changing D to D flat, but that's also left up to the player how quickly you do that, in what order you change the notes, so that now you have this chord instead of this chord. The reason for this is that's kind of was my creative process as I put together the piece, but also I thought it gives students this idea that they can be making decisions as to how the piece sounds as they're playing it that is not indicated by dots on the page. It sort of starts them thinking of, what would I do in this measure to make the piece sound the way that I want to? Also, the melody, it's placed in a certain place in the measure, but you can also decide, I'm not ready for that note yet, I'm not there, so I'm just going to play it later. There's lots of freedom with the timing once that moving, burbling rhythm starts. And then the end comes back to the beginning as dusk truly falls.